Beau here, and welcome back to my channel. On this channel we talk about travel, we talk about life hacks, talk about travel hacks, and today I'm going to tell you a trip that I recently took to the boardwalk in Tanjay. I hope that you enjoy. So right off the bat, this is an incredible day trip. So I actually live in Dumaguete City, and Tanjay is north of me about an hour, hour and a half. So whenever you go up there, you go right along the National Highway. The National Highway varies from being right on like if you fall off the edge of the road, you're in the ocean, to a couple hundred yards off. So the whole way you're kind of just driving next to the ocean. It's an incredible drive. You drive through rice paddies. Sugar cane is a big commodity there. And then there's also fish ponds. I actually did not realize there was fish ponds up there, but they are all over the place. There's old fish ponds, there's new fish ponds. I believe there's even a fish pond that you can go there and pay to fish and rent fishing poles, which I thought was really cool. And then right after you turn off the National Highway, about 10 minutes from the boardwalk, you actually go through these creepy trees. I think they're mangroves, I'm not positive, but you go through these creepy trees, and at night, like, it's basically what nightmares are made of. I'm gonna show you a video of it, but it's like they just like hug the road. So if a semi had to go through there, there'd be no way a semi, I would think, would be able to go through there, because it's just like, you're going through this weird tunnel. So to get to the boardwalk though, there's really only one way to do it, or two ways, I guess. You can get a trike, which I'm guessing probably costs about $200 or $300 to get out there round trip, which is $4 to $5 to $6. Or you can rent a bike for about $350 per day. Sometimes you can get a little less. I think I pay $3 to $4 per day for mine, but I gotta remember I'm renting mine at a month at a time, not for 1 or 2 days. But so yeah, basically the main way to get out there is motorbike. You're gonna go up to the little hut and pay. You may ask what this cost. It's actually a free will donation. This is actually the first one that I've ever seen is actually just free will donation. I believe for both of us, I paid 100 pesos, which is $2, so about $1 each. I'm sure people give more, sure people give less. It's just kind of whatever you're feeling. But right there, as soon as you show up, there's picnic tables. You can go there and have a picnic. There's people there drinking beer. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, because the sign said no hard liquor, but I don't know if beer's hard liquor. We're just gonna glaze over that. Yeah, but there's plenty of stuff to do. You aren't supposed to have food out on the boardwalk, and you aren't supposed to have hard liquor out on the boardwalk. I think in the picnic area, I'm guessing it's fine. You're gonna continue to walk down this boardwalk. It's very long. They're still actually building it, and there is a governor's cottage there. I don't think I videoed any of it, but I was actually wanting to go to it, but it's kind of like fenced off, because I guess it's for the governor. It's not for like tourists. But yeah, so there's two different directions you can go. You go in like this. There's one over here. There's a branch that goes over here. There wasn't much over here, but it's like a governor's cottage. And then you go over here, and you go down this long boardwalk, and there's like a swimming area. There's like I guess a view spot, and then there's a swimming area. And we actually did not realize that you could swim there, so we did not bring our swimsuits, but there's actually quite a few people there swimming, and there's people walking a couple hundred yards out. So I'm guessing that whole area is very shallow and almost like a sandbar, because the people that were out there about 200 yards, they were only about knee deep. Once you get done with the boardwalk, there's a couple things that you can do. We actually continue to go on north, and I ran across this fireworks stand, which I just thought it was every other fireworks stand. And then whenever I walked up, I realized they were actually building the fireworks on site. I did not video that because I didn't want to be like that weird, rude tourist. But yeah, they're actually building fireworks on site. And by building fireworks, I mean they had the bottle rockets, and they were just like taping them onto the sticks. They were finding, I don't know if they were random sticks, I don't know if they went to like the store and bought them, if they went out and cut them. But they're actually they just had the bottle rocket part, and they're actually just taping them onto the stick. I thought that was cool. We came back to that spot about 2 weeks later, and the fireworks stands were gone. So I think they were just there for New Year's. And if you're wondering about the prices there on fireworks, they're actually more expensive than the United States, which really surprised me. Because where I saw the fireworks stand, I was just like, oh, this is awesome. I can get a lot of cheap fireworks and stuff. And then I started looking at prices, and I was like, man, these are really, really high compared to the States. Like, I believe there was an artillery shell that was like 6 shot for maybe $30 or $40 US, and that's a lot of money there. So once we got done there, it was about 3 to 4 o'clock in the evening. We decided that we were just going to go ahead and head back. But you know me, I'm always up for an adventure. And I saw this cool little road that took off from the national highway towards the mountains. And I said, oh, hey, we have time. Let's just take a little, let's take a little detour. So make sure that you do that. We actually, I can't even pinpoint on the map. I know the general area, but we actually did a little detour off and towards the mountains. And before I knew it, the road turned from, I guess, concrete to dirt, which is like dirt with big rocks, and my motorbike's not very good at that. And then all of a sudden it turned to 2-lane, and then it turned, or like, I mean, 2-path, and then it turned to 1-path. And Dave was really worried. She's like, yeah, I think we gotta turn around. I'm like, we've been driving on this road for 1 hour and 15 minutes. If we turn around, we gotta drive this horrible road 1 hour and 15 minutes back, continue to go. Somehow it looped back around, back to the national highway. It took us about 1 hour 30, 1 hour and 45 on this giant loop, but it was a super cool loop because I actually got in areas where it was like, people were looking at me like I was the only tourist that had been there for a long time. So it was definitely an interesting experience. And one other thing to touch on is I've never been in a situation in the Philippines just driving around random places. As long as you aren't trespassing and there's actually like roads, there's actually like little towns and villages like tucked way off in there, and they're always super friendly. Their English may not be the best, but you always seem to be able to get your point across. So if you get an opportunity, make sure that you go and do these little detours, because some of my best experiences and best, I guess, my best adventures go because I just took a random road and I'm like, oh, let's just see where this thing goes. So that is your tip on this video. So yeah, that was my trip to the boardwalk. However, if you are crunched on time, I suggest you leave for the boardwalk very early in the morning, probably about 8 or 9 in the morning. You can hit the boardwalk, and then you can go ahead and go another 30-45 minutes north, and you can actually hit the sandbar as well. There will be a video coming out soon on that one too. But me and Dave didn't leave Dumaguete City till, I think it was probably about 1 in the afternoon, because we ate lunch on the way there. So yeah, that's all I have for today. And like always, Beau out.